Hello, friends. I
Really
don't know where this little craft journey is going to take me, but I really am trying to go back through my head and say, remember all those projects you've seen that you really wanted to do, but you really haven't done yet? Well, this is one of them. So I've seen people create these beautiful feathers. One of them was Shami Dixon. She created some beautiful feathers, and I don't know if she used her gel papers. I don't remember the specifics of what these crafters, artists used to create their beautiful feathers, but I remember watching the videos and see them create them and thinking, oh, I want to do my own. And also Stacy from Pink Poodle Crafts did some, and I put it in my mind that I was going to create them, and I even went and purchased the wire to do it, and I made the paper beads thinking that I would use those for them. And then, you know how we do, we think that we're going to create them, and then we just never get around to doing it. So I'm going through my mind and I'm thinking, I want to go back through some of the things that I've said that I wanted to create and finally get to some of those things. Now, I did that with my memory beads that I wanted to create with the polymer clay and the flower petals from my mom's memorial service, and I did finally do some of those. And I liked doing those, and I will do some more of those. But paper, I just really like working with paper. So the polymer clay may be something that I just have to grow to love, because as I was doing it, I just really didn't. I liked it, and it could be something that I grow to love, but I just didn't love working with the polymer clay. But I love working with paper. So what I've done is I found some feathered templates. Now they just cut the designs out of their paper, but I wanted mine to be a little bit more of the same, because if I decide later on to sell these or to gift these, I guess wanted them to be a little bit more of the same shape, or a little bit more uniformed, you know, to look more alike, I guess. So I found a feather template on Google, and I'll include that in the description box if you guys choose to use this particular template. And I have printed and cut them out in 2 different sizes. So this first one, let's look, is 7 inches. This one here, 7 inches. And then the smaller one is 4 3/4. Yeah, 4 3/4. So for today, I like this one. Wouldn't these be pretty hanging on a Christmas tree? I think that they would be really pretty hanging on a Christmas tree. So I think I'm just gonna do one for the video. I'm trying to keep my videos shorter, because I know that not everybody has time to sit and watch an hour and a half of video. So this is some gesso that I made. This is homemade gesso. And I'm thinking I better start using it, because it's gonna start drying, and I can see that it has dried up quite a bit. So I'm going, this is just a scrap piece of paper that it looks like I doodled all over. So I'm just gonna try to get, yeah, actually, you know what, you guys, I'm not even gonna use that, because it looks like I need to add some water to it. So let's not do that, gesso. Did I pull out? Yeah, I pulled out my other gesso. I have a small container somewhere. Oh well. I did put some of this in a small container just so that I wouldn't have to keep opening this big guy. but I don't know what I've done with it. So this is just the Liquitex super heavy gesso. I put some in a smaller thing so that I wouldn't have to keep opening it. But I do want to put some texture on this. So I'm going to smear this on here. If you don't have gesso, then don't worry about it. You could probably get some texture on it with your paint or whatever it is you want to, whatever you're going to do with it. I would say paint or glue, hot glue. You could always get texture on it with hot glue. I don't want it drying to my paper here. No, don't want you on my fingers. It might have been better if I would have not cut this out yet. Since it seems that I've got some fumble fingers going on. Okay, I'm going to turn on the heat gun. That would probably be a good idea, like to do a bunch of these at once. So now I need to figure out how I want to get some texture in there. I want it to look like a feather, so I need something that's going to be kind of fine. Right, so this would probably work really good. You know what, actually I do need to cut out another one because I'm going to have to do two because I want the wire to be in between. So I'm going to cut out another one. I'll either splice this together so that you don't have to watch me cut, or I'll fast forward to it. But see what I did there? Not smart. Not smart at all. So I tried to smooth it, but since there was already a skim drying, all I did was wrinkled it. So I have to put a little bit more over the top. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this teeny tiny little score tool, and I'm going to put my vein down the center of my feather. This one's pretty dry already. Gosh darn it. So I'm going to have to put some more gesso. We'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe. Okay, there. And there. And now I'm going to take this brush. It's got some pretty stiff bristles on it. And I'm just going to brush. So that's what I was looking for. It's this side of the feather. It's gonna be one of those days for me, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm just gonna keep on going. You could just cut the sides of this, you know, to make it look feathery. You know, with scissors. I wanted to do it like this. And I'll probably make some more with, you know, cutting it with scissors. But I wanted to try my hand this way to see, just to see, you know. This is what my head was telling me to do, so. So there's my two sides of my feather. A little gloppy there. So I'm going to dry these some more. That looks pretty cool. I wish I had more texture, like over here. But I'll know on my next one that I need to work a little bit faster. Okay, this is the first one. So be easy on yourself, like when you're doing this for the first time. You got to give yourself some room to kind of experiment, okay? I have to go change my cat box because it's driving me nuts. Okay, I'm back. I got that done. I got some young me wax melting in my melting pot. It really wasn't even my cat box. One of the littles had decided to go to the bathroom and forgot to flush, but I changed my cat box anyways. I'm getting a cold, and you would think that my nose wouldn't be sensitive, but it seems to be extra hypersensitive today. So this is some of the wire that I got. It's 20 gauge wire. I don't remember where I got it. I'm thinking it was Hobby Lobby. I'm trying to picture myself buying it, and I'm picturing myself at Hobby Lobby. But then again, Hobby Lobby is my happy place, so I picture myself there a lot. It's kind of this pink color. I don't know, I've got a couple of different rolls of wire, so the thing is here, I'm not going to leave them like this, but I want to kind of get them glued together on the wire before I start to paint them or glitter them or do whatever it is I'm going to do with them. But I need to get this plugged in, my hot glue gun plugged in, to get this heated up. I should have done this while I was changing my litter box. That would have been a smart thing, wouldn't it? Let me get a couple glue sticks. Okay. Oh, isn't it weird when you're getting a cold how when I get a cold, I concentrate on my throat because I'm kind of claustrophobic, and so when you get a sore throat, or when I get a sore throat, that's what my mind goes to, is because I feel claustrophobic when my throat is sore, almost like the air is being cut off. But everything in my head right now, I'm tired, I have a headache, my eyes hurt and they're watery. And I don't want to think about the fact that I'm getting a cold and my ears hurt. Oh. But that's really all I can think about is this stupid cold, even though I don't want to think about it. I definitely don't want to be complaining to you guys about it. So this should be interesting. All right, so what else can I do here while my heat gun or my glue gun is heating up? I should get my phone out of the way before something happens to it. Oh, so I'm gonna put some beads on it. I don't know what I want to do with it as far as, you know, what can you do with this after you get it made? I guess you could hang it. You could hang it on something. You could use it as an embellishment. It feels cool. The texture of it feels really cool. So let me heat up my glue gun and I'll be back. I was going to do this more like a pearlescent and sparkly gold type thing, but I've changed my mind. I decided I need to add some color to my life, so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out these tempera paints that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to use them. And I don't really want to dirty a lot of stuff because I'm really sick with Brooke's little cold that she gave me. I'm trying to get some soup down me. And I'm trying to get a baby wipe out of the thing here. I don't know if I'm going to use all of these colors. I'm definitely going to use the pink because that is my favorite color, and this is kind of a pinkish purplish color. I think I'll squirt it on my paper. These tempera paints are really kind of transparent. They're basically made for kids to finger paint with. And so that's kind of what I wanted, because I want you to be able to see the marks that I made with the paintbrush and the gesso. So I'm just going to use my baby wipe to kind of coat this. I haven't even glued them together yet, which I know I said I was going to do, but I've not done this before, so I'm just kind of playing around with it. I kind of want the paint to get down into the little grooves that I made, so that it's darker down in there. And into the vein. Okay, so that's what we're looking like. I did glue my wire on there. That yellowish is my hot glue gun. I don't know why my glue is turning yellow, but it could be just because it's really super old. And then I did glue the wire. I did make my wire quite long because I think I'm going to put some loopies in it. This time I'm going to dab this on here first to see if I can get it down into the grooves. That kind of looks cool with it kind of modeled on there like that. I'm going to wipe it. See if I can bring the texture of the gesso out. I'm going to get it on the sides. Okay, I think I'm just going to do the pink. And that dried really quick. I'm going to take some Elmer's Craft Bond. I'm going to go ahead and glue these two together. Let me bring you guys in a little bit. I'm going to put a pretty good coat on here just because I've got that wire in the center. These should match up pretty good even though I cut them. And if you need to trim some, you can, but this should match up okay. I think I might put a black edge around them. Even though it's just cardstock, it feels rubbery because of the gesso. There, we're getting a little feather. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like much yet, is what I'm trying to say. I think we need to put some more glue there. And I got it in one of my Michael's grab bags. Fine brush. Fine too. that's what I'm looking like so far. Definitely still needs more. So I think I'm going to take, this is my black paint. Box chalk and warm violet, not warm violet. I think I'm just gonna try to rub some of this on here. Just give it a little bit more depth. And I've got this color box. This is Dye Ink, and it's in Tree Frog. I think I want to just add a little bit. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. Okay. It feels very cool. Just blending some of that in a little bit. Okay, so now I think since I covered up some of my white dots, I think I'm going to go back in and just freshen those white dots up a bit. Just right in the center. Maybe another set down here. Maybe another set here. Can I do the same thing with holding it up? There, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so I just have to wait for that to dry. You could use baker's twine on it, but I don't think it would look very cute with baker's twine. So my other choices is I've got this jute, but it's kind of thick. I've got this natural jute, but I don't know if I want to use it. And I really, oh, you know what? Just how could I possibly forget that I've got all of this beautiful fiber from my wonderful friend. So yes, this is what I am going to use. So I'm going to clip a piece of this. I think that this one will pull out all of the colors nicely. It's got some pink, some gray. It's even got some yellowish green on the tip. I think that will look great. I've got some lace here, which might make it look a little bit more feminine. So I might cut a piece of this. Okay, so to make the hole, this is going to make a pretty good sized hole to weave all this through, and I don't know if that's really what I want to do. This I don't think is going to make a big enough hole on its own. I want to get it close enough to the wire. But I don't want to go through the edge. See, that doesn't make it very big for me to get this through, and I definitely won't be able to get the lace through. But I've got a upholstery needle. If I can get this through it. You have have to be patient with these kinds of things because you definitely don't want to rip the hole through and ruin your feather. You could recover from it, but okay, I don't think I'm gonna do the lace. I think I'm good with this. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a tie. So that it doesn't move around. So that's what we got, and what it did is it kind of covered so that it's going on either side of that. Okay. Let me see if there's any possible way I can incorporate. It's pretty stiff. Okay, so that's what I've got. I like the bow on it. Okay, so let's work on the wire. I'm looking for a paintbrush handle. I'm going to coil this wire around the paintbrush. Okay. You can stretch this out if you want it to be longer. I'll clean your room. Okay, so that's what I've got. want it to be longer, just stretch your coil. These are paper beads. So I need to pick some beads that are kind of gonna go. I mean, I'm not real particular. They don't have to match 100%. I'm gonna have to stretch my coil out to get these beads on here. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to go get my bead box back down. Whoops. I don't know if these will fit. No. Okay, I'm gonna get my bead box. These are just my go-to glass clear beads. And I'm going to put a couple of these on here. And you can come up with a pattern. I seem to be a pattern person. So I don't know what that's all about. But that seems to be what I do, so I'm going to put another paper bead. Here, sorry you guys. So put another paper bead. And then these are little natural wood beads. This is the fun part to me. Well, it's all fun, but I really have found that I like playing with beads. So let's see, I put 3 of these on, and then another wood bead, and then another paper bead. Go bead, go bead. There we go. Another natural bead. 3 glass beads. What am I gonna do with this feather? I don't know. Another wood. Wood. Glass. Wood. Oh, oh my God. Wood. I'm trying to get the real colorful paper ones. There we go. I'm trying to slide it down on there. I love how it looks coiled like that. I think that looks so cool. Okay, another wood. 3 glass, 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 wood, and paper. This one's pretty. Okay. And that's it. I'm going to close these for now, although I have in mind what I want to do next with these. So I might need more beads. Okay, because I think I know what I'm going to do with this guy. Maybe, I don't know. So I need to make a loop on here. Come in. Okay, so I'm going to make a loop. I'm going to grab my wire. This is soft wire, so I don't have to really work too hard at this loop. Okay, I'm just going to loop him up. Okay, so I have a loop at the end. Let's see if it's going to focus. So there's my loop. Okay, and I kind of want it to swivel a bit. You know what I mean? I want it to swivel. So I definitely need an eye or a jump ring. I'm going to do a jump ring and a hook. And I think I'm going to do an eye pin. That's a 2-inch eye pin. Okay, so I'm going to open this guy up. I'm going to put it through there. Okay. And I'm going to close it. Wait, first I need to put this on. And then I'm going to close it. Okay, but I don't think I want the same beads. I think I want something more shimmery. So I've got these like crystal-y beads. So I think I'll put that. And then to kind of incorporate the beads that I've got down below, I think I'll alternate it with those wood beads. Ooh, can I get one more? Ooh, I don't know, that's a close one. Probably no. Okay. So now I need to, I'm gonna need one more jump ring. Okay, so I'm going to, you see me make another loop. I can make this loop bigger because I've got enough room for it, so I might as well. And then I'm going to come down here and just straighten it up a little bit. So that there we go. Okay, so there's, whoops, I just go the wrong way. There's that loop. I'm going to open this, put that through, put my hook, and close that. Okay, so the only thing is here now, since I kind of changed what I was going to do, I need to tie my eyelash trim into a bow up here. So he's not covering up my feather. And it's just like going to be the top. Let's get it all straightened out. I want my tails down here. I want my loops up here. Give it a tug so it straightens itself out. Okay. And then when you want your size of your loops, you just pull on your tails till you get them where you want them. My tails are a little bit longer than I want. So I'm just going to trim those. Get my loops where I want them. And now he can swivel a bit. Make sure those are even. As even as you can get them. Eyelash curl can be a little bit hard to work with because you got so many fibers going in a bunch of different directions. Okay, so I'm going to put a dab of glue on that knot so that it will quit moving around. And I think I'm done. So there, I'll take some pictures here. Let me zoom out. You guys can't see it that close. Get some of this out of the way. Can you guys see it? It's a little dangly feather. I love it. I'll take some pictures of it. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. The first one is always challenging, you guys. They really are challenging the first time you're making it and you don't really know what concept you're going for. Really, I had no idea where this was going to take me. I love how this is coiled. I am going to go take some pictures of it right now and get this video edited so you guys can check it out and let me know if you guys want to make some of these. There's so many different things you can do. You could add more feathers than just one on here. And I think that would be awesome. Alright, you guys, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.